Welcome to 5 award-winning minutes with. I'm Greg Kirkham.
And I'm Seidel.
Today we're joined by Stephen Mudd, CEO and founder of Talentless AI.
Happy to be here, guys. Thank you for inviting me.
Welcome to the show, Steve. This is Steve as well, even Steven. We want to talk today about how AI is changing the game in media marketing and PR. And you are the CEO of Talentless AI. It's a next-gen creative studio using AI to build content. Tell us a little bit about how you stumbled into the AI.
Oh man, I joke about it. I caught the AI virus, like when ChatGPT and things first came out, when I saw the potential on the content creation side, where you could, when I used to spend a lot of money on creating videos and doing this sort of thing, I could now do it in a half an hour with like no budget. And that excitement kind of led me to start Talentless. But I think the ramifications of it we're just now beginning to see when you look at, the world of SEO is changing. The world of comms is changing. Like the way that we experience technology is changing. And, just being at the cutting edge of that has been kind of exciting to watch.
That's amazing. I had a personal journey where we met at South by Southwest and we talked a lot of AI. What are 3 tools that you highly suggest any business owner starts to look into when it comes to AI?
That's a great question. I think, my current favorite, there's a tool called HeyGen. HeyGen, Heygen, and HeyGen allows you to create avatar-based video content. So if you have a lot of training content or other videos, or if you wanted to even create an avatar of yourself, you can use HeyGen to do it. But the other really untapped feature in there is in this translation capability. So whatever content that you create in English, you can plug it into HeyGen to create. You can turn it into Spanish, you can turn it into Japanese, and it actually does the lip sync at the same time. So that's a great tool. If you're in this business of putting your face front and center and doing a lot of video content, interestingly, AI, I think, is pushing more people to do more authentic videos, TikTok style videos and things. I'll kind of lump a couple of them in there together, but Riverside and Descript, and I think Adobe just announced capabilities as well, but Descript allows you to do video editing by text. So it creates a transcript of the video that you created. Then you could just go in with that text and sort of, just delete the words you didn't want to say, or even add words back in that you've meant to say that you forgot. So that's a really interesting tool as well. And, the third one that we're having a lot of fun with right now, maybe not useful for every business owner, but Midjourney, which a lot of people have heard of as like an image creation tool. And when Midjourney started, it was kind of famous for creating these pictures of humans with 6 fingers or 7 fingers. And, the technology just keeps getting better. And now you can actually use Midjourney. You can put text in there. Like you can actually put fully baked text into your prompts. So you can create these really interesting, highly designed assets, without having to go through the usual rigmarole of Adobe, Photoshop, and this and that. You kind of use Midjourney as a one-stop shop for all your design needs.
That's great. And in terms of your applications of AI and ways that you've been applying it, I know that you've done some videos, you've been featured on the news. What would you say is your greatest accomplishment to date that you've been able to leverage Talentless AI to create?
Well, Steve, we had a joke about it's the AI cats. I got to go back to the AI cats. We created a viral video series. Everybody loves cats. And so we had started with, I started doing cat videos because I could get consistent cats. And then those videos took off and they kind of took on a little political bent. So we created this whole series of political AI cat videos that got close to 1 million organic views. And that was like, it was just crazy how popular those cats became. But what we figured out in that time frame is kind of this new world of, we're calling them micro narratives, right? Where you can actually create like little mini movies or little mini stories as a means to talk about your brand or to talk about something else, or just to engage people. So finding this really new way to tell stories that nobody in the world is telling stories that way, that's kind of what I'm most proud of at the moment. I'm trying to figure out how do you scale that. Basically, from my desk right here, I can create a whole network of micro narrative content. You just kind of whatever we think is engaging, what's interesting. Could be AI cats, could be dogs, could be We worked on short detective stories, things like that. But that having those cat videos go viral was kind of the spark that got us here.
That's amazing. Congrats on that. And I think at the end of the day, it's telling a story and it's the hero's journey. And so for you as a brand or a company, you want to ultimately tell your story. What's an application that people maybe are missing out on in terms of AI? I've seen other individuals. I was doing a pitch recently, and he literally took the pitch, he put it in AI, and he augmented the voice so he could listen to it, so that he could hear what it sounded like. But what is an application that maybe some business owners or others are missing out on when it comes to AI?
I think that is a great one. The voice technology, 11labs.io is the kind of the best platform for it. If you've always wanted to do a podcast, but maybe don't want to do a podcast, like you can actually use 11 Labs with text to voice technology. So if you can create what you want to say, with ChatGPT or another tool, like you can come up with the script, you can clone your voice in there. And so you can automatically create this audio content that sits on top of that. So I think that there's a whole world of podcasts now that are starting to pop up that are using this technology. And again, it comes back to the writing and the storytelling and everything else. But if you get those elements right, the voice thing is a great way to sort of put that creativity and put that story on steroids.
Well, Stephen, thank you so much for coming on the show today. We can't wait to see what's next. It's been a pleasure having you. To learn more about Talentless.ai and Stephen Mudd, visit dailynewsnetwork.com.